Hey there, fellow animal handlers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Icarus, episode 11, Ensnaring a Pair of Wild Wolves for Taming. Alright, so I'm going to smelt the aluminum first, because that's my bottleneck for the fabricator. And for the fabricator, I need 30 electronics. So let's make the electronics. So the electronics is going to require me to get organic resin. Organic resin is oxide plus wood. So I'm going to need to mine up more oxide for that. Hey, Quantum. Almost 2 years. I appreciate it, man. Always a pleasure to have you here. So, looking for the blue stuff. There we are. There should be lots of oxide. And also, keep in mind, I have the 15% bonus yield to oxide, which helps as well. I only got those talent points to unlock things deeper in the tree. I don't think, like, this is meta necessarily. Like, it's not that important to have, like, boosted oxide mining. It's just, why not? God, that frickin' cave sickness is so annoying on my stamina bar. Being the speed freak that I am, missing so much of my stamina due to that cave sickness is rough. The other thing I'm going to want while I'm out here is silica. Because silica is a requirement for carbon fiber. And I will require carbon fiber moving into tier 4 tech. Do I still have some oxide stored at camp? Only in my oxidizer for breathing. And I'm going to go through that pretty quickly. Also, tier 4, because electronics requires epoxy, and epoxy can be made of sulfur and wood. But it's because of the amount of things that you likely kill while playing normally, I like to make my epoxy almost exclusively out of bone. Because sulfur, I don't want to go like searching for sulfur rocks to make epoxy. I'd rather just like kill things. It's a little bit more straightforward, and you'll level up faster that way too. Oh, come on, oxide. There it goes. So we got oxide and silica. Might as well get a little bit more. There's a lot. Perfect. The edges of mountains typically have a ton, pretty reliably. Oh, yeah, am I close to the camp? Oh, for the oxide storage. Right. God, where was that? I forget where that was. But I leveled up again. Alright, let me figure that out first. What was I doing with my level ups? Oh, the hit multiplier on the bows. Yeah, I wish I remember where that camp was. If I had actually left the beacon there like I was supposed to, I'd be able to find that camp again easily. You think it was L12? Or, well, I'm in L12. I think it was here? Let me just, obviously I can mine oxide probably faster than I can even going over to the camp, because it's not like it's I mean, it's a like, look, there's like hundreds of oxide right here alone. But just to be able to find that camp again might be fun. It also is a pretty good indicator, because that camp is made of thatch, how few storms it takes to blow a thatch thing down. Now, one of the things about the buildings that get destroyed via the Mother Nature, they'll fall down to like barely twigs left, but then you can repair them up to full. So generally speaking, it won't like fully destroy a building. There will be a chance for you to... Oh, for the love of... Stop it. There'll be a chance for you to like repair and recover. I don't recall it being around here though. Maybe it was up here. I wasn't trying to remember where it was when I built it. Northwest corner of L12, like up here? I'll try it. I know it was close by. Like, I didn't have to travel far for it. This search wouldn't be so annoying if I didn't still have cave sickness. At least my cave sickness is about to clear. But having 50% of my stamina available to me is ugh. No, whatever. You got away. Right there. Okay. That's where you think it was? Let's hoof it. Oh, there's the geyser. So there was a geyser here. So there's a geyser just north of the landing pod. Copy that. And this is where you could... There's two different things you can do with the geyser. You can collect enzymes and exotics, or you can just get water from it. Obviously, I live on a river. I don't need to get water from it. So that would be useful if I like lived in the desert or Arctic, where... Well, even there's ponds in the desert, but like the Arctic, where there's just like not flowing water, you can tap a geyser for water that way. Which is the tech tree of tier 4. Scrolling over. I almost never use it, but it's the, where is it? It's way down here. Water borer. The water borer allows you to place it over enzyme geysers to collect and filter water from subterranean deposits. And there's the shack, as promised. And this is what happens when you build thatch. Yep. It dumb broke. In fact, it's miraculous that the overflow bag hadn't despawned for the oxide that was here. Because there's not much of this left. But this is what I mean by, like, it can be basically fully broken, and you can repair it back up to full. So that way, if you, like, build a ramp to somewhere, and the ramp gets almost 100% destroyed, all it takes is a few hammer swings, and you get your ramp back. Oh, God. And, nah, I'm encumbered. Someone is a genius, and that genius is me. And this is when the game's like, alright, so here's like 5 grizzly bears or some nonsense. History repeats. Yeah, that hill is, that hill doing me in. Same cliff. Yep, it is. There just isn't good footholds on the way down. All the reason I suppose build ramps, but I don't need to go up there enough for that to matter. Is that a wolf? So if you want me to continue teching up, feel free to vote for it. If you want me to pivot and do something else, like a mission or taming animals or something, you can vote for... Actually, let me add taming animals specifically to the poll. So that if that's something you want me to do, it's on there. Well, I already sprained my ankle once. What's a little extra spraining? Yay, I'm free! My cankles are fixed. Which matters almost nothing at all, because I'm already home. Okay. With all that oxide, I'm going to load that up into the mortar and pestle, top up my oxidizer, and now I just need to cut down some trees to make the organic resin. And then once I make a batch of organic resin, I will probably pivot and go tame an animal, because it seems like that is the popular choice, unless it changes. So 215 organic resin. And then all of the silica, some of that I should deposit in there as well. And then others of it is going to become concrete, or concrete mix. Alright, back to the fabricator. Maybe what I'll do is I'll make the fabricator if I can, and then pivot to do something else. To, like, at least finish one task that I was after before taking on a different one. That is creepy. The thing's massive, but I guess it is that big. Alright, so I'm grabbing some of the resin, and then... Oh, I don't have any wires yet, do I? So, let's grab a whole bunch of gold and copper out of the furnace, and make 60 and 81. Just load it up. So we're making a whole bunch of wires. 405 copper wires and some similar amount of gold wires. Well, not as much, but still. Alright, I'm going to call this... I am going to finish the fabricator, and then I'll tame. So, speaking about taming, we'll need to unlock the ranching station. And then the snare and bait traps. So I'm going to choose to tame a wolf. And in order to tame a wolf, we have to create a snare trap, bait it with wolf bait, which is stringy meat, fat, and spoiled meat. Wait for the... Well, actually, we don't have to bait it. I'll do it a different way. But you can throw bait down there to attract the wolf. The other method is just to aggro the wolf and run and jump over the trap, snare trap, and just have it follow you into the trap and get trapped. And then we just have to feed it or offer it food, which usually is actually easiest to do with wolf bait, but you can just drop corpses there or whatever for it to eat, and wait a while, and then it will become tame. Oh, speaking of tame, I am not taming you. Get off my island. The hell are you doing? All of you. What are... Get off my island. Go away. Go away. Go away. Trespassing. Do I need to build a fortress wall? Like, what the hell? Y'all gonna be epoxy? I guess? I mean, that is the whole joke of the horse hooves. You're getting sent to the glue camp. The glue farm. Factory, whatever. And these stupid animals aren't even dropping me, prime meat. Where'd the other one go? Is that a corpse? No. It should be right here. I thought. It's another reason why I want the attachment bench, the tier 2 attachment bench, because there's a headpiece attachment that allows you to, like, see your fired arrows. So any arrows that doesn't break on impact ends up being illuminated, so I can see where I had shot, which allows me to then find the corpses, because there's no... Strangely enough, there's no talent point to, like, illuminate the bodies. Just the way it is. Okay, so now electronics. I can make 12 so far, and my bottleneck is epoxy, but I have more epoxy over here. And I just killed all those critters for the epoxy. Also, let's get a water pipe tool. I'm just going to leave it in the bench. So we have 12 of the 30 we need. With this new epoxy, I can have another 11. That's 23 of the 30, and then the bottleneck is copper wire. And I do have copper available to me, so I put copper in the front of the queue so that I continue smelting copper for the copper wire. So for the fabricator, we have, I think all the concrete mix. Yep. Steel screws is pretty straightforward. Just make some. We have some here, actually. Is that enough? No. So we'll make a few more steel screws. So give me one steel ingot. So we have the steel screws. We'll need 8 carbon fiber, and then the aluminum, which we have now lots of. So here's the aluminum. So all we're missing is 7 electronics and 8 carbon fiber. So the carbon fiber is over here. And you mix aluminum, epoxy, organic resin, and silica. So we make 8 carbon fiber. And then put it in the furnace. So we're just waiting on 7 electronics and this carbon fiber to be cooked, for lack of a better term. So carbon paste, becomes carbon fiber once you put it in here. My crafting bench gets as crowded as yours? It sure does. I don't have actually, funny that you mentioned that, I don't have a single storage box yet. I haven't needed one. I just shove things in my benches. Why build boxes when you have free storage in your benches? So there's 6 of the 7. And again, the bottleneck is copper. You can see why copper is like such a grind. Copper and gold, because the amount that you need in electronics is, you know, a lot. And that is exactly why I didn't replace my floors with wooden floors, because wooden floors cost, up here. Well, okay, no, that's not true. What these types of wood floors aren't the type... Well, I guess I could put them down. I was thinking of the interior wood floors, which actually add to the beauty of the area. These bad boys. This interior building set. And those require refined wood and copper nails. And I didn't want to spend my copper nails that way, but I could make the discount floors at some point, if you guys demand it. Alright, there we go. That's all the electronics done. So now all I'm missing is the carbon fiber, which is right here. Carbon fiber, done. Fabricator, tier 4, crafting. We got it. All right. This bad boy is the final crafting bench. And I'll probably end up putting it roughly where the concrete mixer is. So I'm going to move the concrete mixer. And then the concrete mixer doesn't... You still will need it going forward. So it's not... I'm not going to get rid of the concrete mixer. I'm just going to try to find a better spot for it. Concrete mixer has to be in shelter. I'll move that in a minute. Now, fortunately, the fabricator does not require electricity, unlike pretty much everything in the electricity tier, because, you know, you wouldn't have electricity to begin with if it needed electricity, so that'd be a problem. Which means that I'll be able to, you know, use this in lieu of the machining bench. So I'm just going to destroy the machining bench, getting back the materials. And now we have a fabricator that will... Oh, and let's get the biofuel can. I have just enough iron for it, so that we can start creating biofuel. And for biofuel, I need to put spoiled meat, which I don't have a lot of, mind you. So I need to, like, maybe intentionally spoil my meat, and tree sap. Which I don't have a lot of either. One moment. Hey, Joint. Thank you for the resub. God, that stump was just, like, refusing to go down. Out of curiosity, I'll put those interior floors in to see if you, like the look. Maybe a better axe? Yeah, I'm planning on making a titanium axe and skipping all the other tiers of axes. I'm going from stone to titanium, because I can. Because why the hell not? There you go. There's wooden floors. It didn't take me very long, so... And this is what this would look like if I put them down. Oops. That's not where to put it. I don't know if it looks that much better. The interior wood looks like actually proper floors. This does not look like proper floors. Which is why I was not rushing to do this. But I can always tear it up later on if you hate it. I don't know. I'll plop it in for now. But it doesn't add anything. It just doesn't make the base stronger. It actually just makes it more flammable, if anything. So, there'd be an argument not to do it. Because the dirt floors are tier 7 resistant and can't be set on fire. If you're wondering, the campfire doesn't, that's not the flammability, it's like the lightning strikes that would be the problem. It looks warmer than a dirt floor? Yeah, if you say so. Alright, I have no idea where to put this cement mixer. I don't know, I'll just put it here. Once I'm tier 4 everything, like, I can arrange it better. So the next thing we need to do is to build the ranching station in order, so I'm going to update the priority. Tame 2 wolves. I want 2, not 1. So we need a ranching station first, which is leather fur rope, which I have all of that right here. Fur leather rope. There is cozy's level for better rest. Yeah, I mean, I've got a cozy shack here. It's clocking it at 100. So, that's pretty good coz. Alright. The ranching station needs to be outside, not inside. I'm going to stick it there. It is, as you can see, it has the outside tag next to it. And then we need to make snares. So fiber stick, rope, stone. And you're made of stone, so I'm going to break this down. Fiber sticks, rope, stone. So, rope, fiber, sticks, and stone. And I'm going to want 2 snares. Cool. Then, I'm not going to worry about the bait. I'll just do it myself. So I'm going to put all the crafting materials away and get catching some wolves. Maybe during the day, so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Oh, shoot. Campfire's not on. It doesn't advance time if it's not on. You don't get the rested bonus with it off. Eventually I'll have like an electric campfire that I can leave on all the time or something like that. Alright. The only caveat to catching wolves, and I'll put the overlay back, is it shouldn't be super close to your base. Because if it's super close, you don't want to babysit them. You don't want to sit on top of where the wolves are. So what you want to do is you want to snare them, and then clear out all the things that might harm them in the area, and then, like, feed them and leave them alone. And leave them alone for, like, 10 minutes or something like that. Thereabouts. So, I'm going to wander around until I find a wolf, and throw it into a snare. Ideally 2 wolves, so I can do 2 at once in the same area. That would be best. So let's go wolf hunting. And it's funny, I feel like the Desire radar knows that I'm after wolves and decided to not have any anywhere around me at all. Hey, Ban, how's it going, man? How's your subathon going? You were playing some Songs of Six again today? Sweet. What'd you work on? Building up your military? Feeding your people? For me, I'm doing both right here. I am taming some wolves in Icarus, so that they can be my hunting buddies. If I could find a wolf. My home's been infested with wolves until the moment I've decided to tame them, and then no wolves anywhere to be found in every direction for miles. Because, you know, that's just how it goes. Did I hear a wolf? No, now I'm just paranoid. Thought I heard one. Are you a wolf? Wolfies. Pronghorn. You hit year 16. Well, that's pretty solid for Songs of Six, to be honest. So, congrats. Well done. Please instruct you to take a moment to breathe. All right, Ban. You're banned. Ban, go rest. You're even an older fart than I am, so I know you need to go like hydrate, stretch, relax, defrag. And you're old enough to know what I mean by defrag. All the youngins in here are like, "What's that mean? Unkill?" No. Once upon a time, we had hard drives that sucked, and yeah. But always a pleasure to have you and your crew over, and I appreciate it. While I like run around with a pronghorn on my shoulders, looking for a wolf to feed. Hey, buddy, you want to join? Now I have 2 pronghorn. Okay, for real. Like, I had wolves marching on my island, and now they're nowhere? This is... Alright, for real? Oh my god! Alright. I didn't want to have to travel this far from the base, because I didn't want to have to babysit the wolves, like, out of the base. But the game's like, hey, you want to tame us? Screw you. And I really am gonna have to travel pretty far here, I think. Oh, there's a wolf. Alright, so in order to tame it... Come here. Yep. I know. Mm-hmm. What? Get snared. What? Frickin' how are you passing the snare? Did it... Oh, I might need to arm it. I really don't want to shoot this wolf. I've snared them before like this before. Can you stop biting me? I wonder why this isn't working. Maybe they patched it. Because I know there was a patch, like, recently. Alright, I guess I'll make wolf bait. Hey, you chill. I'll find a different wolf. This one was nibbling on me a bit too much. Clearly it was gonna make a bad pet. So, yeah, I'll go make wolf bait. Because apparently my old school method did not work. But I won't waste it. You've done 13 streams in a row, 10 to 11 hours each. You're pushing it. Yeah, you're going right back to your old patterns 2 years or 3 years ago. And I mean, I know you're not gonna burn out. Like that's one of the things that, like, I'm sure you got a lot of when you first became a content creator. Everyone was like, "You're gonna burn out. You're gonna burn out." It's like, no, you don't understand how much I love video games. I'm not gonna burn out playing video games. I might burn out having to, like, you know, deal with the community. Luckily, I have a good one, but not everyone does. But yeah, hopefully this thing attracts a wolf. That'd be convenient in my own backyard. You got that all the time? Yeah, I heard it like clockwork. It was amusing to me. You're gonna burn out. No. You're gonna burn out. No. All right. So in order to track the wolves, I need stringy meat. So I'm making some stringy meat on my butchery table out of regular meat, because that's a thing you can do. And then I need rotten spoiled meat and then animal fat. So I have animal fat here. I got spoiled meat in here. And then I have my stringy meat here. So we'll start to make wolf bait. There's 1 of 2. And I'm just waiting for the other stringy meat to finish. Oh, there it is. 2 of 2. And the rest of my spoiled meat and other stuff can go into associated stacks. Oh, there shouldn't be even bone in here. Alright. Let's get the wolf bait. Waiting for the last wolf bait. I don't see any wolves around, though. Oh, come on, be a wolf. You're moving around like a bunny, though. Maybe you're a... Maybe you are a wolf. There are, ladders, if you're wondering, but I'm just gonna, like... No, you're not a wolf. That's a bunny. I'm gonna kill this bunny to hopefully attract a wolf. Headshot! Oh, don't fall in the frickin' water. And yes, you can call me Legolas if you want. Alright, well now that I have the snares, and the wolf bait, we can start the taming in earnest. Had I realized how annoying it was going to be to, like, try to find a wolf near my home, all of a sudden, I would have maybe not undertaken this as a goal, because, like, my home used to be infested with wolves, and I don't know what happened. The game just decided no. There's one. Okay. So, deploy the bait, or the snare, then, bait it. And now I just wait for that wolf to get tangled up. Come on. Oh my god. I hate you. Okay, I'm impatient. Yo, Wolfie! Yeah. Alright, it's snared. So if you look at it here, you need to provide food and remove any threats, including yourself. Right as a frickin' storm comes. Which means that we are going to want to kill stuff and drop that stuff off to the wolf. So I, like, just killed a bunny and gave it a bunny to eat. And let's mark down where the wolf is. So it is here. And we're going to be feeding it and then just, like, letting it chill. So I'm going to go grab the pronghorns that I started on over here with and bringing them over to the wolf 2. That's why I hunted the pronghorns as a source of food. And they'll eat bait or corpses. So the wolf has already eaten the wolf bait that was in the snare, but they're not going to eat, like, random pumpkins that I drop on the ground. Once they're tamed, that might be the case, but not until they're tamed. And ideally, to make things easier... Oh, is that another wolf right there? It is. That is perfect. Hey, wolf number 2, come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Alright, so I'm taming 2 wolves at once. Because I wanted 2 wolves. And now we have 2 wolves. And I'll just go get a few more corpses and drop it off to wolf number 2. And then after about 10 minutes, we should have some pets. Also, they are cannibalistic, so I can feed wolves to wolves. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I'll know what happened, but, you know, the wolves themselves don't care. And the only caveat here is I have to keep other threats, like this Tyrannus, away from them. Because I don't want my in-process taming to be interrupted by, like, hostile critters. So be gone, fake horse. And hanging around them too close will spook them, so, like, once you have enough food for them, you need to go away. So, once I get, like, maybe 1 more corpse for wolf number 2, I'm just gonna leave the area. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to move a large deer, that's too big. You'll do! Another pronghorn. It's a bit stormy here. I feel like a meteorologist. And if you take a look, I have 12% tamed that wolf, and I have 25% tamed the other one. And now that they have available food, if I remove myself from the area, they'll fully tame. And then we'll go back and name them and all that jazz. Alright, out of the storm. Thank you for tuning in to Icarus, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a marathon. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. But please keep in mind that this series was streamed as a marathon, so feedback cannot be incorporated. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits, and all the live viewers that turned out for the marathon. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow prospectors.